about avian influenza, or AI. I'm Dr. Mikayla, and today's video will cover avian influenza and its effect on backyard poultry, specifically in chickens and turkeys. So what is AI? Avian influenza is a flu virus that primarily affects bird species. Just like for influenzas that affect humans, some strains are worse than others. In highly pathogenic strains, the virus transfers from bird to bird really easily and mortality rates are high. Low pathogenic strains are less contagious and birds tend to have more mild symptoms. AI virus is identified using two proteins on the outside of the virus, H and N, using a numbering system. This year's virus is subtyped as H5N1, which is considered a highly pathogenic strain. Unfortunately, this means it's more contagious and more deadly for our poultry. So how do my birds get AI? The virus is mostly transferred to our birds from wild waterfowl and birds. In wild populations, AI is not as deadly or pathogenic. Typically, this virus transfer happens in the spring when migratory birds are flying back to their northern homes. So what can we do as backyard chicken owners to control the risk of AI in our flocks? The best thing you can do to limit the risk of infection is to control the amount of potential contamination through biosecurity. And here's how. First, you want to limit where and how your birds can interact with wild bird species. If you hear of any outbreaks in your area, keep your birds in their runs versus roaming outside, and also cover your run if possible to reduce the risk of contamination. The second thing you want to do is move any kind of wild bird feeders or baths away from your flock. The virus is spread from nasal secretions, feces, and saliva. So if infected wild birds are close, they can infect your poultry pretty easily. Thirdly, you want to limit your flock's interaction with other poultry species. So it's not a good time of year to go visiting other flocks, which may potentially be infected. For more questions on AI and keeping your backyard flock safe, please reach out to us at backyardchicken.com.